Beloved soul, it's Maylenah. It's Encoding Shamanic Peacemaker. Well, I'm back, you guys, with Buddha at the end of my table, like usual, and today's crystals are right here. I'll just get right into this reading. Today's reading is going to be about what will shift if you decide to choose yourself fully. I think, right now it's getting to be more and more apparent that if you don't have love in your heart, if you don't love yourself, if you don't vibe higher, then you won't attract, whatever it is that you've been looking for and wanting for so long. So you can choose between these three beautiful giant crystals here today. I'm so happy to be back. I really have missed you guys a lot. Thank you so much for allowing me to take a break, I think I would say change my life and the way I view on my own development and your development and the world's development, to create a higher vibe within myself and within this channel as well, of course, right? So this channel is a space for inner truth, emotional awareness, and conscious love. Here we explore what is alive within you, your patterns, your challenges, and the energy you bring into relationships and your life. So during this specific reading, take a deep breath, take what resonates, and practice using your intuition. That's what I really want you to do, to really practice using your intuition, listening to your heart and your soul. What is it saying? What is it telling you? And of course, if this message supports you, you're welcome to like and subscribe. And it helps this channel, reach the people who are ready for this work. And also, I do private readings still, where I help you explore your inner challenges through tarot as a tool for awareness and clarity and self-understanding. No matter where you are in the world, you can book a reading. Just follow the link in the description box below and send me an email. And I'll get right back to you. As a new thing, if you feel called to support what I share here, you can also buy me a cup of coffee. And that link is below as well. Most importantly, remember, alignment comes first, and then love responds. And life responds, right? All right, so take a look at these three beautiful crystals and pause the video if you need a moment to choose which one you want to watch, and then I'll see you in your reading. I can't wait. And welcome to your reading if you chose crystal number 1, this beautiful blue shiny one here. We can hardly fit it in up there, but let's see what shifts when you choose yourself fully. All right, let's talk about that. I want to use Earth Magic to begin with here. I just love these cards. They are so beautiful. They just connect with everything in nature, in the world, all our feelings, all of our emotions, and vibrations. So what shifts when you choose yourself fully, for you specifically? This one, wolf and instinct. All right, great. I love that. And we have iceberg and submerged, whale and breach. All right, so specifically, whatever you've been holding back in life, in within yourself, perhaps things you didn't like to say out loud, or emotions you didn't want to share, or changes within yourself that were hard to sort of accept or put out there, I want to say, for most of you. It's an holding things back energy here. And you know, we have a lot of life patterns that make us hold things back. It's just so annoying that we can't hardly actually get rid of them, right? I want to draw one shadow card, shadow self card, and these are the ones, and actually it's my friend Stine Kiholm Andersen that makes these. I just love them. Okay, we have repetitive stories for you. All right, so and we also have the card Fraction Lives and Outer Life. So have you been living your life for other people, other people's expectations, well, judging yourself a little too much, not thinking that you were allowed to truly be who you are, or felt like you had to sort of show up for others before you show up for yourself? In the bottom we have seeking safety. Yeah, so it's, you know, you sort of live for the outer life, not so much for what's going on within you and who you really are. It's a little an energy of, I'm wearing a mask all the time, but I seem to enjoy my life. I seem to do well, and I seem to everything seems fine, you know. That's an energy I'm getting here. But so not a lot of people know who you really are and what you really think about stuff. It's more I'm seeing you sort of divided in two. There's you, and then there is other people, and you sort of shapeshift between these two energies here in your life, and submerge yourself and your soul and your own wishes and your own needs, I'm getting here, and your own instincts as well. Yeah. And it's, I'm seeing a pattern. You've been doing this over and over and over. It's just been like a life path. It's just been what you do normally in your own life. It's just how you are or act, I want to say, in the world. I'm also hearing the sentence, nobody really knows me. Nobody really knows who I am. If they knew who I really am, they would really be worried. I don't know, but they would, you know, they wouldn't recognize me, I want to say, you know. So, yeah. I really want to show up for myself now. I want to show up for me. So what will shift if you choose yourself fully? I want to see what shifts, and I want to do some tarot cards for this one, all right? And we're going to do angel tarot cards. I haven't been getting a lot of new tarot cards, so I'm doing the oldies but goodies. Isn't that a sentence in English? Oldie but goodie. I just, you know, I choose the cards that Spirit tells me to do still. So if you want me to have new cards, then you're very welcome to send me some. I love when you do that. Buy me a present for new tarot cards, but I have a lot. I have 100, 200, I think. So it's not that I'm lacking them, but, you know, If you feel like I need new ones, then will help me get them. If you want. I'm not going to beg anymore. We have the Magician. All right. So what's going to happen if you choose yourself? The Magician, that's a really strong card. And then we have Seven of Water. Also a lot of choices. There are choices. Seeds well planted with this Seven of Earth, Seven of Pentacles, right? What I'm getting here is that you're not that, we also have card number 12, that's also the Hanged Man, but you haven't been, you know, laying on your marbles. You haven't been doing nothing about preparing for this shift that we are going through. Actually, I feel like in your energy, you have actually prepared a lot, and you have been very conscious about all the tests that arrive and all the patterns that you keep repeating, knowing that, you know, you keep repeating these patterns and understanding them better and better and better, right? You have been working really hard on this, I'm really getting. But, you know, that doesn't mean that we just from one day to the other, we just shift personality and become completely free of old shadows and patterns and just step out into the world as a completely new, very confident person, right? It takes time, and it takes, you know, you need to get the right balance, you know, because it's not only about you, right? If you were the only one in the world, you could do it like straight away, but we have other people that have to get used to stuff, and their energies also affect ours, and it's like a back and forth, you know. Things you have been saying goodbye to things and to friends, perhaps family members. You have been preparing for the shift, you know, and it also takes just a little bit of courage to just come into the shift and start over, or to allow also divine timing to come in, because you know you can't control everything, and you don't want to control everything. You just want to, you know, wait and see what comes, right? And you know that's important, that you give the energy time as well, right? We have the Lovers, 3 and 8 of Water. We have 3 major arcanas here on the table. All right, so when you choose yourself fully, some of you are leaving a relationship or choosing to leave, because we have the 8 of Water, and it's an energy of I choose myself, or I choose not to stay here. Leaving a partner, for example, that takes a lot of courage. And that's why you have been sowing your seeds and preparing yourself, if that resonates with you. So for many of you, this could be a relationship that has been stuck for a long time, and you've been feeling more and more alive, and learning and learning and learning a lot more about yourself, and developing yourself and your self-awareness, and feel stuck in this relationship, and now you find yourself with a choice here. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner or a marriage partner or a relationship in that sense. It could also be just something that you chose from your heart and your feelings. And it can be a job, it can be a friend, it could be something with a parent or a child or family member or something. It could be all sorts of things where you are like, I feel like I'm treading and treading and treading and I'm not going anywhere, and I'm just sick of it. this person, this energy doesn't align with my vibe where I am now. I need to get out and go away from this, because I don't want to feel stuck anymore. And now I have the courage with this magician. Now I know what I want to do, and that I can do it. I trust myself. I'm first and foremost courageous enough, and I'm also wise enough. I'm strong enough to choose a new path with these 7 of water. We have 2 sevens, and 7 is the number of God, right? It is about choice. It is about following your path. Again, all in divine timing. But it feels to me that you have been, doing things patiently enough, and but have a very strong inner knowing that I'm not staying here. I'm not staying in this old timeline. I'm changing my timeline, and I'm moving out of the way. I'm moving away from this or them or whatever. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing to love myself. Yeah. So that's the answer for you. That's the answer. What shifts when you choose yourself fully? Well, it could be a relationship that shifts. All right? Do you want to end this on a high note, or should we just end it here, Spirit? What shifts when you choose yourself fully? We'll do Soulful Woman. Just like, well, what will happen to you? How are you going to look like when you make this choice for yourself? Yes. Infinite self. My infinite self dwells on the sweetness of this very moment. Exactly. I grow into my soul. I allow myself to fill me up completely. That's what I'm hearing. Now I have room in my life and in my vibe, in my energy, to fill myself out completely. In every way. That's what Spirit's saying. I'll just read from the book here. It says, Infinite Self. When I close my eyes and locate the still quiet part of me, I enter a portal of infinite possibilities. All things, all potentials, all creativity exist in this inner space. Allowing myself to linger in this space without sliding into old thoughts about who I am or whether I'm worthy brings great relief, healing, and even feelings of bliss. I can let go for a moment and surrender, sensing that nothing and everything exists simultaneously. This is why moments of quiet stillness are so important for me. It is here that I find my infinite self dwelling in the sweetness of this very moment. The card affirmation is, my infinite self dwells in the sweetness of this very moment. Yes, I love that. I love that. Beautiful first reading for you, crystal number 1. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have enjoyed it. I have certainly enjoyed being back. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you need a private reading. Like I said in the beginning, my private readings are open. And yeah, we're gonna dig into you. I will call it more a personal reading now than a love reading, but if you have another character in your life, we can also talk about this person. So in that sense, lover or not, whatever, we can talk about other people in your life as well, right? So let me know if you want one, and buy me a coffee if you resonated with this reading. All right? I hope to see you next time. Take care. And welcome to your reading if you chose crystal number 2, this beautiful purple one. And I'll put it up here. Well, what shifts when you choose yourself fully? That's the question of the day. And I am using Earth Magic. Earth Magic. Whoops, this one I just felt like he wanted to join us here. We have Gaia and Nutrition. All right. And the next one is Stone People and Vigilance. And then we have Love and Compassion. All right. I want to take also Meadow and Vulnerability. Let me see what you can see there. And we have Cave and Sanctuary, and then we have Synergy. Like Green Man and Synergy. All right, so Love, Compassion. All right. What I'm getting here is actually, I'm getting here an energy of you having been a little bit stuck in perhaps inside your home, or perhaps because of a health issue for some of you. Something that really perhaps took a toll on some of you. Could be health-wise, or it could be just also psychological. It could be a little bit depressed, or an energy of just wanting to be alone, or holding yourself back and not getting out that much, or needing some quiet time in this vibration here. Coming from perhaps something that really, really hurt you or didn't work out, I really am getting. And for that reason, catalyzing, you know, an inner reprogramming, I'm getting. Also sort of not feeling like you truly belong with others in this world, that or in your personal life, like acknowledging people that they are, you know, people, or people you love, or in your environment, but still feeling a huge form of need to retract yourself from them, because I'm just hearing the words, but because they don't get it, or they're just like stuck in their views, and I just don't align with their views anymore for some of you. And I'm just figuring out how to actually be around people or the world or the society right now. And I'm understanding that I have to you know, will go toward them with love in my heart and forgiveness, or just some sort of way of, without disrespecting them, ignoring them a little bit. That's what I'm seeing in this energy, or feeling, or hearing. And also knowing that there is something else out there for me. There is something out there that will actually fit with me, or synchronize with me, but where I have been, it's not been where I want it to be. That's why I sort of have been withdrawing myself. And also when you do that, when you withdraw yourself, it has to do with healing, right? It has to do with, well, really coming down into the deepest, darkest night of your soul, or whatever, and just being quiet. Just being quiet. And then you can sort of come back refreshed. You can come into a new timeline, right? You can hop into a new timeline, vibrate higher than before. So many of us do that, take that pause to understand what is going on here. I need to feel myself. I need to feel the world and my purpose in life. I need to understand that better. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. And that's how you choose you fully, right? Learning how to love yourself. Because, we always say, love yourself. And then we say, yeah, sure, I do love myself. But do you really? Do you understand what that means? It's like you don't actually really understand it until that one day when you actually get it. What loving yourself actually means, right? It means listening to yourself first, listening to your intuition, and being kind toward yourself, being friendly toward yourself, right? Act as if you were your own very loving and caring mother, right? And just as you would your child or a good friend or someone you love, right? Do that to yourself. And most of the time we're too busy, to think about doing that. It's just only, once in a while when we sit and remember it, and then, oh yeah, that's right, I need to also care for myself, or and loving yourself and care for yourself. It could be, but I go to the spa sometimes, or I get my nails done sometimes, or whatever, But that's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is like, teaching yourself how to do it, because none of us were actually ever taught how to love ourselves, right? We were taught how to love others or care for others and put our energy onto others and what their needs are, but we were never really taught how to care for our own needs and to receive love from others as well, right? So it's not getting your hair done or your nails done, or getting a massage. It's a daily practice. It's a ritual, actually. You need to do it again and again and again, loving yourself. And look at it as if it was a muscle you want to train to be stronger, right? When you go to for a workout, for example. It takes some time, it takes some presence and rituals, and that's the energy that comes in here for you. All right? I want to know a little bit about your shadow self. Using these cards, Shadow Self, they're called. They're made by my friend Stine Kiholm Andersen. She's such a good and creative painter and drawer. we have the first card. It's called Denying the Good in Your Life. And repetitive stories. And nostalgia. Okay, so the energy is a lot about giving to others. I really am getting that you are very, very good at giving and giving and giving and giving, over giving to others. And you're the kind of angelic person that really doesn't get why you shouldn't give to others, right? Why shouldn't I do that? Because sometimes when you do that, you cut yourself off, right? And I do understand this. This is all relationships, especially in love relationships. You really give and give and give to the other person. And you can't understand why you shouldn't, and you don't know how to do it differently because, well, you give the way you give, right? And it's just really hard to understand what is wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with giving. But Spirit says when your heart is closed to receive, so that you won't receive what wants to come back to you, that's the problem. That's where the problem, comes out, because then there is no balance between giving and receiving, and there always should be, Spirit say, in all relationships, in all life's relationships. For some reason, those of us who give and give, we just deny the good that wants to come into our life, right? It's just how we're sort of put together. Yeah, so but the energy here shows me that you know all about this. You know that you've been doing this. It's not that you're just completely oblivious that you've been doing this. You just have been working on how to stop doing it, right? You know not to do it, but and how is it that you do that? How do you actually sit down, open your heart, and just start receiving? Oh, when it feels a little uncomfortable, because you're just not used to it. Your comfort zone is to give. Like my last boyfriend, when he went to work, I stayed home because I always do, and I work from home. I just cleaned his entire house. When he came back, the entire house was completely clean and shiny. And I didn't know how to not do that. I just wanted to help him. He was a very busy man. He had a really, really huge house and a really messy garden and all this responsibility. And I just wanted to help him, But when we went to my house, he didn't do anything. He just sat on his ass and I made him food, right? And then I scratched his back at night when we were watching TV. It's just, what the fuck? It's just, it's like a button. You can't turn it off when you're just a giver like that. So I just had to learn not to do it, right? And what do you do when you are home alone in your boyfriend's house and you need to stay there when he's working? Well, you do what you need to do for yourself. You need to start working. You need to do what makes you happy. Call your friends or go out on a cafe with someone. Do something else than cleaning his freaking house, This is just an example, right? But you can give in so many ways, right? And it just doesn't add up if there is no balance between giving and receiving. Always look for that in your life. All right? So, yeah. I really want to just have some more tarot cards just to see more what shifts when you choose yourself fully. What more specifically shifts? It can also be your family, that you give and give and give, and your kids don't care for it, or they just ignore it, whatever, you know. All sorts of situations for you. Let's see. What shifts when you choose yourself fully? We're using the Angel Tarot cards. Bradley Valentine's today. Justice. Yes, thank you so much. It will feel, oh my God, that justice is finally arrived here. All right. And then we have 5 of Earth, 5 Pentacles in reverse, and 9 of Air. I want to know what will shift, please. So, justice is about fair decisions, right? It's finally an energy that, well, there is a balance between giving and receiving, right? It's cause and effect. It's a win-win situation for you, right? And 5 of Earth when it's in reverse. It's 5 of Pentacles when it's in reverse. It is actually a good energy of having well, recovery in a situation. It feels like something new comes in this energy. Like hope returns. Like I'm just getting that I'm worth something. That I'm worth something. And I don't have to always expect the worst with this 9 of Swords over here. It's that energy that you've been stuck in the same pattern of expecting the worst. Like every time you met someone, then, you know, they always acted the same after like 1 month, you know. In the beginning, they were just, woo, you were flying high with this person. And then after 1 month, they were just like missing in action. Where the heck did you go, you know? I finally opened my heart completely, and then why are you? You know, what happened? Yeah, same old pattern. And this could be a love relationship. It can also be a friend or a colleague or whatever, you know. If you are vibing, this will at one point just not work out. Then that's what's going to happen, right? Then we have Queen of Earth regarding what shifts when you choose yourself fully. Queen of Earth is the most beautiful queen in this whole tarot deck. I just really love this energy. She is actually both earth and water. She's very fertile, and she's very, you know, I just love that this energy is, she knows how to take life in and be in this world and have both feet on the ground. She loves herself. She sort of conquers everything. She has compassion for everyone. She can love anyone. And And she's not afraid of the past. And she's not going to continue an old pattern. She knows how to be persistent, doesn't this energy? And also she cares for her body, for her health. So it's like when you understand how to bring that love to yourself and to have that enter into your life, then something shifts within your cells and your body too. This Queen of Earth is healthy and knows how to take care of herself. For those of you, if you have some sort of health issue, we have 7 of Fire. Okay, so this Queen of Earth, she knows how to put down her boundaries. Yeah. She defends her beliefs and decisions and stands her ground and chooses her battles wisely. She doesn't give up. She is definitely someone who will protect herself against anyone that comes and it takes too much, you know? Yeah. And then we have the Knight of Water, the Knight of Cups. All right, so definitely an energy of something coming in here. And we have also 10 of Water, lots of love and care. And 4 of Fire. All right, so for some of you, this could be an energy of a huge shift, actually, in your life. Perhaps you move out or you create a new foundation for yourself. Spirit says, when you choose yourself fully, you become aware whatever you draw into your life or attract into your life, you want it to come in correct. And it will come in correct when you choose to love yourself this way that we just talked about before. That's the only way you can have all this beautiful love and beautiful emotions in your life, where you feel completely emotionally and material rewarded in a way, right? And also I feel like there is a lot of a beautiful stability coming into your root chakra here, because you ground yourself within this love for yourself and trust in yourself as well. All right. So and what wants to come in is 6 of Water. It's recognizable. It's it feels like it's me. It's aligning with my soul, with my soul's energy, whatever it is that comes in here. I'm not I'm not getting disappointed. But it has to do with the fact that you chose to actually really practice your new vibration of loving yourself and opening your heart to receive. Okay? So, I just want a little advice for you from Soulful Woman to end the reading here. Self-belief. Yeah. Self-belief is the magic key that opens up better, more inspired future for me. Really appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Love and care for yourself. Like as if you were your own mother. I need to have the book. Where did I put it? It's in the bottom of the box. Here it is. Card number 6, self-belief. All right, so if you just take a look at the card, I will read to you from this book. I'll have it a little closer to my new glasses so I can read. All right, self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future. A future in which I do all the things I've dreamed of doing, even if I don't know how to do them just yet. I am on my own side now, backing myself, following my own star. I will do it my own way and in my own time, comparing myself to no other. Enjoying the adventure, I will see how far I can go, surprising myself as I move beyond old self-imposed limits. As I take this journey of discovery, I know I'll figure it out as I go step by step. I give myself permission to ask for help or go back to the drawing board, because that is part of the process of finding my way to a new place. Today I am stretching into the unknown, into new territory, and daring to be bigger, bolder, and freer than I was only yesterday. Card affirmation is: self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. Yeah, beautiful. Self-belief and self-love. Yeah, practice that. Believe that you can love yourself. Wow, I love being back. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, I do private readings where I help you explore your inner challenges through tarot as a tool for awareness and clarity and self-understanding. So no matter where you are in the world, you can book a reading. Just follow the link in the description box below where you can find my email, and just contact me that way if you need a personal reading. All right. Wow, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with this beautiful new era we're in, and I really hope to see you next time. Take care. And hello and welcome. If you chose crystal number 3, this beautiful black shiny one, I'm putting it up just beside Buddha. So we're going to be talking about what shifts when you choose yourself fully. I love these readings. You should have seen number 1 and 2. I just love being back. So yeah, great to feel you again, everyone. Right now I'm shuffling Earth Magic. These have become my favorite cards over time, actually. I just love the energy in them. So we have Dragonfly, Emergence. Yes, something new is absolutely happening here. We have Rain and Purification, Meadow, Vulnerability. Yeah. What shifts when you choose yourself fully? Winter solstice and reflection. Yes. We are in winter right now, right? We have autumnal equinox and Milky Way in perspective. All right, so we're going pretty deep here. We have wolf and instincts and ancestors and generation. I just want to take these two as well. So in this case, a lot of old patterns have been needing to change or wanting to change. It's definitely I feel like I'm hearing the words been a long time coming. For some of you, things have been happening and have been like catalyst to, well, really make a change for some of you. It has to do with, you know, the old pattern, the old paradigm as well. Gaining a completely new perspective on everything in your life, in your family, in the world, for many of you. Feeling so vulnerable because you can't actually trust anything, or you don't know what to believe anymore, or that energy comes in like, the world is just, it's too much. It's just making me so anxious and worried. I feel like in this energy, and I'm yawning, and then that means you know, you've been needing healing, or you're healing when we're talking about this. It's just watching the world take another step after the other. Like, what now? What happened now? What's going on now? What? And it could be also the same in your relationships, in your family, things that you didn't expect, and you had to sort of act on instinct in many ways, because the purification, the rain just kept coming and coming and coming in this vibration, and it just left you completely vulnerable. For some of you, there have been death in your family, or it's just for some of you, it's not for everyone. And it's not, you know, a prediction that there will be. And also, you know, big changes in life, in society, can feel like a death, one death after another, because you don't know which foot to stand on anymore, right? So it could be all sorts of energies here. Or what should I do now? I just learn to trust my instinct, or what, you know? I know I'm changing. I also know the world is changing. But when I'm changing because I wanted to change, then the world is changing as well. So everybody is changing. And I'm just, I still have these old patterns from my ancestors, and I really want to get rid of them, but they just still have control over me sometimes, and they're still my shadows, and they just hurt me still, and I feel anxiety because I have them. I feel worried if I can do it, if I can take anymore, and this vibration that comes in here. All right, so yeah, let's just do a few of these shadow self cards. I'm using to see, what is this actually, what is it about? Seeking safety. Let me get the hell out of here. I just don't know. Don't want to be here. It's like, it's too much. And then getting in your own way. Yeah. I'm just too vulnerable for this. I'm just too anxious for this. I can't do it. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I'm too scared. I'm not courageous enough to follow my instinct and just say what I want to say and believe what I want to believe. I just know if I say what I feel out loud, I just feel like I'm gonna have my head cut off or something. Mind control. I really am just getting, you know, if you are in a political environment, you have political views for some of you, and you really have these political views. You always had the same political views, but you know, if you allow yourself to think a little bit out of the box, you're afraid. You're afraid if you're gonna be, you know, shut down or cut off or whatever, you know. Something inside of you is, you know, growing. Like it's, what you call it when you bake some bread and you put yeast in it, and it sort of it gets bigger and bigger, it grows. It's just something inside of you is just not able to stay within the old limits anymore, but you still I feel like put yourself down in this energy a little bit and say to yourself, you don't go there. It's crazy. You know, whatever is going on in the world, whatever everybody else says, don't go there. Stay where you are in your comfort zone. We always believe this. Yeah. And then again, you know, you want to also open yourself up. You want to open your mind up a little bit. What you hide from the world. It's like if I told my best friend what I really want to believe, well, my best friend would just shut me out of their life, or cut me out of their life, or if I told my family or whatever, if what I'm starting to think, then they will just and I feel like I have to sort of hide away a little bit, and not share exactly what I want to say, or maybe I don't actually know what I think or what I believe. I don't even know what to believe anymore. It's a little bit blurry inside of you here. That's why you're hiding away, in a way. But spirits say that's how you're getting in your own way. You're actually in energy a little bit putting yourself down. You know, you don't have to know what you believe. You can say, I really want to believe that, but sometimes I'm doubting it, and then something else is actually pulling on me, and I want to actually know more about that, and I want to open up toward that. You don't have to be completely sure of what you want in life, what you believe, what you think, or what you feel. You can also be in a state of, I'm not really sure. I feel pulled in both directions, or many directions, or yeah. I feel like that's why we have this dragonfly. This woman has all these strings in her hair, like all these paths in her head, and trying to focus, trying to figure out, how do I find emergence in this energy? How do I find focus also in this energy? Because I want to pull it into my third eye and focus on what I want and believe, what I'm capable of, and where I stand. Now I want to go deeper with the tarot to see what could this actually also be about, right? More specifically, it could be about, you know, what you feel about society and lots of things going on in the world, but could also be about something more personalized, you know. So let's see, we're using the Angel Tarot cards to get a little bit more specific for those of you who chose this reading, all right? Six of Fire, all right. Beautiful card. That's Six of Wands, and Ace of Fire in reverse. All right, and then, okay, we have Four of Fire. A lot of fire, a lot of energy here. And the Emperor. Yeah, a new thing. I'm actually doing things upside down, or card readings upside down, I mean. So sometimes you will see them in reverse, all right? Then we have Four of Earth in reverse. That's Four Pentacles in reverse. Four of Air. Ten of Water. right. I'll just wait with the last one. I don't know why, but Spirit's like, take a little break here. All right, so this energy is Six of Fire is about something that really worked out for you, something you felt really successful about, right? Ace of Wands is an energy of, well, your deepest passion, something really new, a new life beginning, feeling so young and fresh again, and but it comes out reversed, right? And that means that there is some sort of an energy of rejection, yeah, a beginning that doesn't work out just as you wanted it to, a delay in some sort, yeah, and it could be a delay about, well, a new foundation that you thought you were getting in your life, that you're really excited about and happy about, some sort of structure in your life. The Four of Earth, that's the Four of Pentacles, and when it comes out in reverse, it's not very nice, right? It's being completely vulnerable. It's an energy of what I thought, what I believed in, it's just not there anymore. Yeah, being completely vulnerable again. And Four of Air is, I just have to take a break from this. I have to withdraw myself. I don't know what to do. I have to think about it before I make a decision. Okay. And then Ten of Water, it's just everything that you ever wanted, and that you were hoping for, and that you were wanting to have in your life. It's just, I feel like whilst you're thinking about this and withdrawing yourself, you still are sort of dreaming about it and hoping for whatever this was that was in your life or has been in your life. It can be, you know, the old paradigm. It was nice. We were all happy, you know, but now we're just not anymore, and everything is not the same anymore. If that's what it's about for you, it can also be a relationship that really felt beautiful, and or a family that always was beautiful and perfect, but for some reason wasn't anymore that way. The Empress energy comes in as it could be a man in your life, a divine masculine in your life, or a father figure in your life that really hurts you or doesn't do right by you. Someone who has been connected with your well, foundation, created stability in your life in some kind of way. Feels like you have really good memories and feelings about this energy, this foundation or person or belief in society, whatever. It's something you really enjoyed in your life, right? The Lovers come out here. Yeah, so a choice has to be made. What do I do about this? You know, this was sort of kind of a soul relationship energy. like I feel safe and comforted here. I belong in this vibration. But something is pulling you out of this vibration. Something happened. We have 10, no, I mean, number 12, that's the Hanged Man. It says awakening in this deck. I'll just put it here. And Ace of Water. It feels like all the love is gone away. I don't know how to find it again. The love, and the Sun comes in, and then the Judgment, right? In the end here. We also actually have the Moon. I don't know why I have to put them like this. It doesn't make sense for me, but 2 of fire, 6 of air, yes, and 7 of water. All right, so we have a lot of cards in this last one, but what I'm getting here is whatever happened here, it was something that really made you in many ways feel so safe and protected, and then suddenly not anymore, right? And it could be a person in your life, and it also could be that you have different views on society. For some of you, different views on politics, for example. And that this sort of comes between you also. But I don't think that's the main reason why this happens. It has to do with very, very strong energy that's going on right now, that we really have to dig deep into the deepest parts of our emotions. While a lot of star signs go through Pluto as well, whatever was the deep inside of you, I mean, your worst sort of shadow or dark pattern, it's being revealed here through everything in the world and in our, personal relationships as well. But we have both the Sun and the Moon. We have a change wants to be made, a decision wants to be made with 2 of fire, right? And a transformation wants to happen, and it will be hard, but it will really be good for you. It's absolutely a renewal in your life. And I feel like whatever you thought was one way before, now you see things completely clear in this energy. I know exactly what you're saying over there on your side, but I can see straight through you and that, whatever it is, and it doesn't affect me anymore. It doesn't have to affect me anymore. I know where my boundaries are. I know what I believe, what's right. I know what is fair in this energy, and you can think or believe or do or say whatever you want. It doesn't affect me anymore. That's what I'm getting here. So you have a choice, you can choose whatever you want and how you want to deal with this energy here. I feel like you want to deal with it with love and care and warmth, and be forgiving, be in the whatever, I can't change you anyway. You are in a completely different vibration than the one that is actually has arrived here on earth and inside of me, and I have shifted my frequency. So what shifts when you choose yourself fully? And that is, that the fact that you actually don't have to be dragged all the way down when you receive an opposite energy like you used to, where you used to be scared and frightened and sad and too sensitive, you're like stronger now. You're like, you know what? It's okay with me because we will never actually align. You are on this frequency, I'm on another frequency, and whatever we say or do to each other, we will never really meet or align with each other. So it's not your fault, it's the frequency, you know. It's just that. So it's not my fault, and I know that now. I understand that we are on different vibrations, and thank you so much for everything you taught me, you know, because now I know so much better. All right, so we don't have to see anything the same way. We can see things differently and still be around each other or be alive or in front of each other, whatever, or in this world, you know. It's just doesn't matter. I want to focus on the sun. I have changed my perspective completely inside of myself as well. It's not only in my mind, it's just my feelings have changed. And they're just like, they're not afraid anymore. They're not scared. They're not worried anymore. They're just peaceful and calm inside of me. I want to focus on the sun in my heart, and the joy and the warmth and all the new brilliant ideas that comes up in my life. I want to focus on what makes me happy. And I have confidence in myself. Yeah. All right. So that's your reading, you guys. What a beautiful energy. I forgot something. We have to do Soulful Woman as well, because we did that in the other one. But let's see what card comes out. Soulful Woman has something to say to you. I love this. And we have the card, it's called Inner Wakefulness. I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. I love that. So I'll just take the book and read from the book. Here we have card number 23. I'll take it up toward my glasses so I can read it. But you can just enjoy looking at this beautiful woman here. Inner wakefulness. I have within me an inner wakefulness that supports my natural dignity and wisdom. At times, I experience this wakefulness as a small, steady light. At other times, it's like a blazing sun. When I'm called upon to face a challenge or negotiate a big life transition, the light of my wakefulness illuminates my inner resources, reminding me of my strengths and abilities. My inner light is steady and strong, even when I'm feeling vulnerable. It opens me to that which is sacred within me. The big me can now hold the bigger picture that connects me to my wholeness and steadiness. My potential to be completely present, wakeful, and attuned to my truth and wisdom holds me steady in the midst of chaos or psychological distress. The card's affirmation is, I'm completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. All right? What a beautiful card to end this reading with. I really hope it makes sense to you and that it resonates with you. I hope you love my new way of reading, my new topic. This was just the first one, right? So, and of course, I hope you return in the next reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel here, and also that I still do private readings where I help you explore your inner challenges through tarot as a tool for awareness, clarity, and self-understanding. no matter where you are in the world. You can book a reading. Just follow the link in the description below and send me an email. And if you feel called to support what I share, you can also buy me a cup of coffee. That link is below as well. All right, so yeah, sometimes I actually do drink coffee, and when you buy me one, I actually will love it. Thank you so much for being here. I just really enjoyed making this first reading for you, and well, I wish you all the best. I hope to see you next time. Take care.